Hello my darlings, I am making a quick video so I can keep up with my thoughts, and Lars and I are going to make another video. We're going to check, we're not going to have any of that echo, we're going to put headphones on and I'll make a little video to check until we have perfect sound. And then on Saturday we're going to be talking with a friend, Jacob, who's very kindly said that he will host a meeting. We'll do weekly run-ups, Lars and I, of what's going on. And we'll get that so that we can understand Lars, so that we might have subtitles, and and that there's no echo. So tonight I'm just going to fill you in with posts with lots and lots of keys to the puzzle, because the idea is that you make your own puzzle. To get to the fifth wave, to make this jump through the throat chakra, four-wheel drive, we're going through the gap. And the gap is just like in Narnia. She has to go through those fur coats, those bare fur coats, through the cold ice of the gap. So I'm taking you through posts. I have a lot to show to you, so I'm going to be jumping around, but you can work it all out. So May the 4th, May the 4th, May the 4th, may you have the fourth leg, so you can find May, 5th month, V for victory. V is 5. It's the fifth wave. It's your heads. May the 4th, force body member be with you to remember 1111 and find your fifth head egg leg. Find the fifth BFG 5-petal flower of the 8 gateway through the 8 heart to the head, fifth wave element. So the wheel's going through the heart from 12 legs. We're at the last leg, Pisces, which is the 12th house. And the wheel will go back to 12, which is go from 12 to 8, and 8 is the journey that Venus, V5, May, Venus rules Taurus, the Maypole. So this is the V, the 5, and V rules the hippocampus in the brain, Aries. So the wheel begins in the first house, Aries, and now Aquarius is going to fall on the first house, Aries, and this is their 322 skull and bone ending as Mars and Venus merge with the Milky Way as well. That's AleF TaV. So the V in the head is Aries, and the V of the sexual organs is also Mars ruling Scorpio. So you've got the fire and ice. So you've got the head and the sexual organs. We're merging back our head and sexual organs so that we have that feather is not, the heart is not heavier, the flesh, the lower body, the desire is not heavier than the consciousness, the head. So Aquarius is falling onto that. So it's all about the solstice. It's all about the maypole. It's all about the lamp in Narnia. The Olympics in Paris is all about this solstice line. Right, so to the head, fifth wave element, paradise to the head. Your fifth body member, heaven is air, your head, or 8, 5G, pay your bill to open the gate. So Capricorn is the billy goat. Capricorn is CAPELLA. CAPELLA is the tip of the Milky Way, Silver Gate, and the Golden Gate is it's the Isis Osiris. It's the Sagittarius opened and it's shutting in Pisces, but it's doing it with Mars and Venus. So this is the AleF TaV. Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, and Venus rules Libra and Taurus. So the original solstice is Capricorn and Cancer, and this is very important. Today is very important. Here we go, I'm going to be jumping around. This was me yesterday speaking to the to the 5th Regiment of the Pyrenees, where the bears are. This is all about the Polaris, the bear. We're coming to it. I'm going to cover this all. So they were helicoptering all day yesterday. I am not at all afraid anymore because I'm so aware of this game now. It's a game. So they know the heart frequency. Venus is here. The labyrinth is here. The 5th gateway is here. So they use this sound torture over the region. But actually no one gives a toss. So we're doing fine. And I don't give a toss anymore either, even if I know what's really going on. So I had this funny conversation. It was very nice and friendly, but I was pretty strong. So that was the helicopters. So around, but so this was from the chat with Lars that we are redoing on Thursday afternoon, and then Saturday morning we're going to start to plan how to do weekly chats with Jacob. So this was from the video 322. So Lars explains that on 320 we've got the beginning of this gap, and it finishes, I take you to read it exactly, it's in August. So it begins with the bear from the north. This is Polaris. This is on top of Leo, the Lion King. And this is from the Bible. We've got that. We read it just afterwards. So you've got Goldilocks and the 3 bears. I'm going to be showing you. You've got Star Wars, the bear. You've got Paddington Bear found at Victoria. And Paddy is Momo, the Irishman. So the Queen of the South shall rise up in the judgment with the men of this generation and condemn them, for she came from the utmost parts of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon, and behold, a greater than Solomon is here. So this can be the opposition of Capricorn and Cancer, Solomon, Leo. This is the Sun and the Moon merging opposite Capricorn and Aquarius. You've got to get through her, Capricorn Earth, to get to Aquarius. They merge. So we come back to what I was reading. So you got to pay your bill to open the gate. So they want us to kill Bill. So they're going to boa constrict everybody. We've got the new black moon on the 28th of January is the wolf moon. The female wolf is the Louvre. Hence the Louvre has got that pyramid, which is the 777, 2 sevens next to each other, make the 1-1. And actually I've got to come back to Lars's picture to show you today and the helicopters, why it's so special, why they're doing the helicopters, why we have beautiful clear sky, like I showed on 111, which was actually 111, we had a beautiful clear sky too. So these pictures of Lars, he's got all his pictures here, so I don't have to, I can just use the pictures here. So these are the mutable gaps. Jupiter rules this mutable gap. It opened with Asia, Sagittarius, Virgo ruled by Mercury, here ruled by Jupiter, here Mercury ruling Gemini, and here Pisces ruled by Jupiter as well. So this is not the picture I want to show you. I want to show you the calendar. Yes, the calendar. Great, great, incredible picture. So here's the calendar. Okay, let's get all of it. You can see all of it here. So today, the sun went from November on the official calendar. We think we're in January, but we're in the 11th month. We're in the first, this is not the first month. Up here, the top of the wheel is still November Sagittarius. So the sun passed from Sagittarius to Capricorn today, 10th house, number 10. Downing Street. So J is the 10th letter, and we're going to the 12. That's the JL cut. It's the gap of Narnia. So today is on the slave calendar. Today is January the 1st. Today is the 19th of January. So 19 is 10. That makes 1. That makes 1, 1. That makes 7, 7. That makes VV. That makes LL. It's the corner. So this was a big day today as the sun moved into Capricorn. So we get these clear, beautiful days. So that goes again to 1, 1 because whether we be on the January date, it's 19 plus 1, or we be on the November date. If we're on the November date, that's 11 plus 19. So that's 1, 1, 1. And on the January date, it's 19 plus 1. So that's 1, 1. So it's 1, 1 or the 7, 7, 7. Either way, 7, 7 makes a triangle, and 7, 7, 7 are the 3 angles of the triangle. And we're going into this 10th house. So February, okay, that's, I'm not going to go, but it's this last leg. It's the gap of Narnia and 144. So I finished reading. I'm going to show you Goldilocks and the 3 bears. So you've got to pay your bill to open the gate, to stand up upright, straight, maypole, spin, spine, solstice like a strong bear, upright bear. The bear can be on 4 legs or the bear can stand up. That's why he's always with the circus, the wheel. The gypsies, the gypsy kings. Polaris, May the 4th, Akka, March the 4th is May the 4th on correct constellations. 3-3 vertebrae, 3rd of March is crucifixion. So 3-3 is 8, and the bear is 7 because it's the cap, it's the deCAPitation of CAPELLA, Ella, Barbarella. Remember Barbarella, the barbers, they cut, which means that you don't make it through the throat chakra. Venus rules Taurus, which is the throat chakra, and CAPELLA is the 7th vertebrae. So 33 is 8, vertebrae, 3rd March, crucifixion, 4-3, stand up straight to find your May the 4th full spin, because March is actually May. We're 2 months off. Okay, so March is Aries, Ra, the sun god, taking over the maypole from Taurus, Scorpio, feminine axis. So that's the Chiron, sword in the stone, the P, that the peg in the leg that I showed you in the last video. So it's the backbone, sword in the stone. Akka, you need the 4th force. The 4th leg is Pisces, last mutable gap, 12th gateway, closes again, it's the gap. We pass now, last angle, 3, 6, 9, and 12 makes 4 to find 5th wave head, L7, V1, angle, angel. So you can spin left and right, a jump to the left, a jump to the right, and remain centered in the electromagnetic tempest. So to find your maypole spine, MC, IC, to stand back up straight as the BEAR POlaris, to be the May Queen and find your 5th member body part, head, egg, leg. Leg is the egg. The passage, the egg, is Venus. So on the S of the solstice, we have the passage of the head and the heart, Venus, Libra and Taurus. And it's closing on this 3-2-2 because we're coming back to the head eds. You've got to make this 5th wave. And all you have to do is stand up straight and see this. Heaven is just a state of consciousness. That's all. And again, in Lars's... well, I'll just finish this. So, as the BEAR POlaris, to be the May Queen and find your 5th member, body, heart, part, head, egg, part, heart, or be parted. Head, egg, leg, the passage is the 144 angles between May to August, Akka, March to November on correct calendar through the gap. So Mayday or Medi in French is to help me. The radio signal Radio Gaga. So Gaga is, go and look her up. She's a famous mythology. You can go and look her up, and you know the song from Bohemian Rhapsody, Bohemian Queen, the Queen Bee, the Queen. This is what I'm showing you. She played the role of the Queen of the Maypole. My great-great-grandmother, the four legs, and the trickster here, Ophiuchus. So, Gaga is the arc of the covenant between right-left brain. Can you connect to your higher self in time? POPOV the Russian invented the radio signal, which is just you connecting your head, heart to head. Can you find your stereo MC? Remember stereo MCs? Can you get yourself? Can you get yourself? Can you get yourself connected? Remember the writing on the wall? It's the micro macro. So the head V and the sexual organs V of Aries, Scorpio, Ra, Mars, merging with Venus, Taurus and Libra. Sorry. Can you get ahead, Ed? We pass through the gap of the wardrobe, the G7, aka GL. G in French is G in English. So JL, J in French is G. And in English we say J. So we've got Jake. J is the key. It's the chiron. It's chiron's last. When you put JL together, you've got the two sides of the chiron, which make the chiro. Sorry, gang. Through chakra. So Jacob's ladder completed or cut off. CAPELLA, the throat chakra. CAPELLA, deCAPitation. You need the 4x4 wheel drive, the 2 L's of the throat chakra. So the 3 to get the 3-3-8 gateway or 8 wheel drive through the last leg. 7 chakra to make 8 home. 5th wave, head, heart. Many may not make it through the JL, Akash GL reality cut to the middle path home. So the 144 degrees. This is from Lars, the narrow gate at the vernal equinox of 2021, 3:20 at 7:43. The sun is exactly 0 degrees. The sun then travels until 2021, 8:17, so that's 8:8 at 1:44, whereas exactly at degree 144. So the narrow gate, only 144,000 get through. The window to escape Narnia is from 3:20 to the 8:17. That is to avoid being fooled and killed by Ophiuchus, fake 13th sign, the B13, Joker, the JL G7 cut, Scorpio on the fixed cross. The beautiful weather, this is all to the green man, to the Joker, to the green gods. It's fertility, fertility rituals. That's why we have these incredible clear skies for these passages of the 1-1 to the 1-1-1. But you need your 4th leg. You need the 4th. You need to get past the shadow of the unconscious collective, of the beast. You have to get past fear to get ahead, Ed. If you want to get ahead, get a hat. So, that's why they put the dunce, dunce cone on the idiot child to make you afraid of the last leg, hat, cap. Everyone's going to kill CAPELLA. They're going to bring up the energy of this full moon in Cancer opposite all the planets in Capricorn, with Mercury about to go retrograde. Those 3 weeks of Mercury are the 777, the 3 legs. We've got Mercury, we've got all the planets in Capricorn angling Uranus and Mars in Aries, so the head, the V. We've got the tail of the snake in Scorpio. We've got the head of the snake in Taurus. Right, so the bear necessities in the Jungle Book, your gone, man, solid gone, you know, so, yep, so the bear, I'm going to be taking you to see a post. I'm going to take you to see Armageddon Consciousness. He's done a brilliant bear video as well. I wanted to say something. Yeah, the bear is Russia. So this is Popov. This is the Russian bear Popov. World War I to World War II, the radio signal existed from the sexual organs, war, to the top of the spine, the V for victory, as the Venus and Mars merge, and the two hands of Fatima. That's why G7 is going to be in corn wool. Corn is the wheat. It's the gold. You know, have you harvested on spiker? You reap what you sow. So with this moon that we're going to have in Cancer, that moon is Kali. They want to keep us in 69 frequency Cancer when we should be making voltage, crown chakra exploding into the Taurus field, 96. To make the 100 with 1,000, with all the chakras, that adds up to 144,000. So who's going to make it through the 144,000? They're going to create Kali so that everyone goes and kills High Cardinal Capricorn, the mature, wise woman that speaks like myself and all of us who've got this information do. We just look like aliens. We look like we look like aliens when they're bringing you the Martian, which is Martin and Jupiter. The Collium thumb and the finger that I showed you to keep us in the underworld. So everyone's going to kill Bill and they're going to give you the Green Man hero. So Lars was explaining in the video that you've got to keep your cool and you've got to not fall for the saviors because we're leaving Pisces. And they're going to use this jump, the Earth, to bring up the Leviathan, the seven monsters, the Pleiades, the seven sisters, and the last seventh sister is the last leg. I showed you that London Grammar has brought out Don't Lose Your Heads. And she's playing the seventh sister on the waters of the sea. Ruthless is when you have no more Ruth. So this is, Lars sent me this. And he told me to look up in the Bible. Lavette has done a very good video about Ruthless. So this is Kali. Ruth is Capricorn. Mars is in exaltation in Capricorn. So Mars is in fear, anger, ego in Aries. But in Capricorn, he merges with the High Cardinal Woman. So this is where we get May the 4th, which is May the Force. How an ancient biblical phrase possibly inspired the Star Wars greeting, which is going to bring us to the Big Bear and Goldilocks. And just like in The Wizard of Oz, you've got the bear, you've got the coward, the lion, and the bear constellation is just above Leo, the lion. They're the same thing. The bear and the lion is the same thing. This is Aslan. This is Aslan. You can have him on 4 feet or he can stand up. You can stand up. Russia, Moscow is the 13th chakra. It's either your worst nightmare or you become the observer of your alchemical wheel. I'm jumping around here, but I got to show you. I've got to get my thinking out. And I dedicate all my heart to my readings, and I just don't think like a robot. So I have to emotionally wind down. I have very, very tough living here. I had a cancellation with a video, somebody tonight, so it's given me this time. I could not make do a video after a reading. I put too much energy. So no, that's not what I want. Up. He's just been naughty. 1 second. Okay, roly-poly, woly. Right, so just taking you to images from this video that we're going to redo again. So, you see the big bear. So these are the gaps, these are the S's. The gaps, these are the mutable ages, and we're coming through this last one. As we make this gap here, the earth is the female negative energy is going to come up as this beast. So they're going to use this Kali, Cancer. So the CraKin, I'm going to show you the NeLLy. You need L, you need her. L is her. And L is L. So the needle that's going to prick everyone, you need L. It's this mixture, thinking that you need Ophiuchus, the 13th sign. No, you escape the wheel. You need your last leg to get to your head, so you become the conscious avatar pilot of your body. So, yeah, I wanted to show you. This is the 5th of the 4th, donc, so May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. We've got Turning to Stone. We've got Mercury on the Seven Sisters. I don't understand it. That must be Mercury, yeah, because it's in Lars's language. Sun with Uranus and Sun and Uranus on Hamal. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to show you, but that is May the 4th be with you, what we're looking. There's the bear. So you see the bear is above Leo, and this is their opportunity to make Aslan north, when the north is Formerholt. Okay, it's so they're going to make you afraid of the Ice Queen. Okay, I need it to get. Yep. I want to show you one of his pictures. Yes, this picture. So we're going to the 5th wave. The wheel is going to go from 4 colours. Here we got the 4 colours in the middle. And now we're coming up to higher consciousness, the 5th wave. Saturn rules Aquarius and Capricorn. And this is going to be the new heads. We're going to be standing up straight. As the Milky Way closes, we get the right calendar back. As soon as we get the right calendar back, Julius, July, and Augustin, August. Sun and Moon. Moon rules July, Cancer, and Leo, August. They merge below. Here, the Sun and the Moon. And we've got Venus and Mars that rule this closing of the heads, the AleF TaV. So come back to what I'm reading. So okay, so this is my great-grandmother, Mary Ryan, Centre, always planned now in the Victorian era. Lewis Carroll, C.S. Lewis, Theosophical, Paddington Bear was at Victoria. Lewis, Theosophical Society, brought up by J.C. Juliet Cameron. So I only found this out, as you know, the great-great-grandmother of my best friend, Henrietta Pryor. You can see the 4 legs, arms, 4 girls looking in different directions, the angle LV17. And Mary looks straight at you. She is a lady, laddie, a boy slave turned into the Mayday, Mayday, May. I don't know for sure if she was a boy, but she sure looks like a boy. And it's sure what they need to do to make the Free Martin, Martin, Mars and Jupiter, to keep us on the Romulus and Remus 4-wheel drive when we're going to the 5th wave. But you need the 4-wheel drive to get through the throat. So you see the 4 legs. Okay, so boy, it turned into the Mayday, May, the fourth last leg, V for victory, force be with you, Queen, B, 13th sign trap. You can see the black beast. So this is Ophiuchus, the peg in the leg. They've got some kind of beast here. And all these women looking in different directions. They're the different directions of the wheelie swastika right, left, and the May Queen in the middle. She also played the role of Miranda in Tempest. She played the role of Romeo and Juliet, Mars and Venus, AleF TaV, and this is playing the role of Alpha Omega, and this is the Taurus Scorpio, AleF TaV, the Taurus field, the maypole. So off it in the corner for the nappy is your face covering your genitals, meaning you accept crucifixion. You're being crucified upside down. When you put masks on your face, it means that you're wearing you've put a nappy, you've put your sexual organs at the top. When you look at, so I'm going to show you, if you look in Jerusalem at Lot's wife, so this is Charlotte's web. This is the one who didn't make her spider web. She didn't make the 8th wheel. She was turned to salt. So we've had the 3 Marys. So my great-great-grandmother, she played the role of the 3 Marys as well, which represents the gaps from turning Virgo into Kali, Cancer for the floods. Then the 2nd Mary, they put Virgo on the bull to go into Egypt after Gemini. And now they're going to have the last 7th sister coming up from the 7 heads of the sea. That's G7. When you go to G7, it's the 7 countries. And the last leg is when you get above the bullshit. So here is the Nile. And here is Mount Sodom, where you've got Lot's wife. And this is just our spine and our heads, which I've shown you in the Santos Bonacci milk and honey, coming up to the pineal glands. So you've got the different Marys, the different L's, angles, and then we've got Biarritz, where G7 was in 2019. I don't think there was a 2020 G7 because of all the pandemic. So this is in Biarritz. We've got Mary on the Atlantic because it represents the end of the Holy Grail. They knew that we should be going to North America, South America. North America, South America is being destroyed. The White House is being destroyed. And my great-great-grandmother was brought up at Freshwater White House on the Isle of Wight. I've got my lovely friend Lucy, who's been doing incredible research for me because I haven't asked her to, but she is just putting all the dots, sending me incredible information for me to join the dots, which I'm going to be showing you. There are the 3 needles, and the 4th one, a rock, fell in the Isle of Wight. So this is in Biarritz. This is the 64th department, which is 32 plus 32. Jake the leg, J10 with his K Chiron, Cairo, 2 sides of the wheel. The Chiron is just one side of the Cairo. It's the Romulus and Remus 4-wheel drive, the 2 sides of the key, the 2 sides of the coin. Microsoft has 32 megabits and 64 megabits. So this is Mary at Biarritz. There she is, standing on the rocks, and you've got the bridge over troubled water. And the last Mary now is coming up, and you guys, everyone's going to kill Bill because they're going to attack the government because they turned this high cardinal mature woman into the Capricorn Billy Goat, CAPELLA. So you decapitate yourselves in humanity's inability to go and find the wisdom. And most of us who've got to Lavette have got to the last donkey. And we're many people expressing this knowing in different ways. It does, Armageddon Consciousness is doing it with his films. But it brings you to the same when you've got the knowledge. You know, so you can do your own puzzle. Okay, so this is that, and then Cornwall G7 is on the 5050 longitude latitude, which is the two hands of Fatima that I've done the videos and been working up to this. You've got to watch my last 4 or 5 videos now, because you won't be able to keep up. When we're doing chats with Lars, you're going to need all the background, because we won't be able to look at pictures so much. We'll be looking at the sky. So where I want to see the last leg, gang. It's the last leg. Cornwall is the last leg. It's the egg. It's the 5005 closing. And I'm sure there's a lot more to show you. Come on, show us the leg. Show us the Jake in the peg and the extra leg. Yeah, you really do get through all fear when you can have mind over matter. And you can have a balanced life. You can just find that balance that we need to get through this gap. Okay, I'll pause the video. Here's Cornwall. And you see it's not the last leg. It's the pass. Pass in French are the claws. And Armageddon Consciousness sent me a little French short film called La Pince à Ongles. It's a little French film. And the pince à ongles means the nail clippers. So this is the nail clip. If you go watch that film, slowly everything he starts to lose, everything. I'm going to take you to show you what I wrote about it, but I decoded it in a second. The pince à ongles is Cancer, Cali. So they're going to be using, this is the 11th of June, so it's the 1-1 again, like today. Today is the 19th of the 1st, that's 1-1. And on the true constellations, it's November, so that's the 19th of the 11th, which is 1-1-1. So they're going to be using the energy of this Cali full moon, you know, bringing forth this the Cali, the Cruella de Vil energy, and this is on the 5050. So you're not going to get a nice man de Fatima. They're going to bring up. This is using the Ice Queen as Pan Africus. Okay, just eating a bit of banana here. Oh, it's 1:45. Yeah. So, there. So here's the Isle of Wight, and I'm going to be showing you pictures that Lucy has sent me, and I'll be showing you the needle. So it's the CraKin of the sea monster. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to show you the pince à ongles, incredible. They tell us it really is such a game. And I'm going to show you the pictures of, so we come back to the story of May the 4th be with you. And then you'll get all the pictures I show you. And the simple pun on the catchphrase, May the 4th be with you, has undoubtedly resulted in May the 4th be with you, which in turn makes it apt for May the 4th, celebrated by many science fiction aficionados as the Star Wars Day. Now, while it may just be apocryphal, but author Alan Arnold, AA, that's Altair, suggests that the phrase was also used in a front-page advertising in London Evening News when Margaret Thatcher won the election in 1979, and the message read, May the 4th be with you, Maggie. Congratulations. Well, here's your J, Magpie. Congratulations. However, beyond the political and film history, the 20th century, your Iron Lady, the Liberty pole. The Maypole is going to become the Liberty pole. Maggie, Iron Hand, the Iron Lady, because they want to merge Libra and Virgo. However, beyond the political and film history of 20th century, the sequential, so seven set of worlds in the phrase has had its origins in biblical works, possibly starting from the book of Ruth. So this is what you have to understand. They're going to turn Ruth into ruthless. If you don't make the fifth wave, you are ruthless. You never had the compassion to find your compass, to navigate your own vessel. You're ruthless if you let your children wear nappies. I'm sorry, but I could not put a nappy on my... Saw a little child today. It's terrible. So this will be, and the spirit God came upon Azariah of the son of Oded, and he went out to meet Asa and said to him, hear me, Asa, and all Judah and Benjamin, the Lord is with you while you are with him. AleF TaV. This again is Saint Martin, the horse, the slaying, the red cape. Okay, this will be very interesting for you to go and read that, but we're not going to get into that more now. This is just for you joining the dots. So the kissed mouth, Sleeping Beauty, to find your twin flame. The third Mary is part of all my great-great-grandmother Mary Ryan. So there were three Marys. There they are. Mary Ryan back. There's my great-great-grandmother with Mary Kellaway and Mary Hiller. So these are the three gaps of that mutable, and they want to bring up the last as La Marianne, the Iron Lady. So she came in a bull, with a bull at the age of Gemini. As the gap closed, she became the Europa, Eris, riding the bull, and she was the whore of Babylon after Virgo. So this is not a nice little Lucy in Narnia, this is Lucifer, this is the Iron Lady. So this is in the Queen Esther, and Esther we'll be seeing in the pictures from Lucy. Who's Esther again? Esther is, well, I'll remember that when we go through the pictures, because I did see. Here we got Nightingale, the hospitals, Florence Nightingale. Right. So it's not me going slowly, it's my computer that's stopped, so I have to be careful. Up, it's moving again. Okay, well, I'm going to come back to what we were looking at. So she was brought up on the Isle of Wight, the White House. Freshwater, it was called, we'll see, and it's a museum now, and in the middle is Rapunzel's tower. There's the three pillars, and there's a little tower in the middle. Okay, can I come back to this, please? Right. So, I've got Petronelle de Papillon open, so normally I have just the important posts so we can catch up. Because everything I've been covering is tapping in with this. Okay. Right, so this post here since the last video before Lars. So there is a gap, and the pop-off is coming. V for Victory, 9/11, 2001 to 2021, Odyssey time, loop, pop-off, the missing fifth wave, Tsar, Windsor. Can I open? please. Thank you. Okay, so they've given me the pictures, but I wanted to read so you understand this plasma event, which is just those of us already at this level of consciousness, we won't be affected. We just move smoothly through. Alexander Stepanich Popov, sometimes spelled Popov, Russian, March the 4th, which is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Oh my goodness. March the 16th is 8, the same as Women's Day. The 8 is Women's Day. 1859, again, I keep seeing that date. January the 13th. So that's about Popov. For I'm to be Queen of the May Mother, Juliet Cameron, Mary Hillier, hair, age of Aquarius, hair, air, H and 8. You need the air and the water of Pisces, and they're going to bring up this seventh sister, four-wheel windmill drive. This is, we're at, remember the film, The Railway Children, the Victorian film, and it was going to Scotland, the train, the Midnight Express. Remember, I've taken you through the Solstice line. Remember, he walks against the flow at the end of the film, and then he goes up out of the cave. He gets out. He goes against the flow of the everyone taking the needle, the injections. It's the Midnight Express is the maypole. It is the solstice. You need water to make the fifth pure wave, atomic. Tonight, make it magnificent. Tonight, make me tonight. Your hair is beautiful, oh tonight. I used Blondie when I did my Vicky Vibes dance. I made up a name, Vicky Vibes, and then I had to decide what I was going to do. And I did a little dance where you see me in my knickers and tights, but I thought that you were just going to have this silhouette of me. And he cuts the film, the guy. He's a Russian friend of mine. Well, I just met him to make this film, but he became a very good friend and did a lot of work with my son, using my son to help him with the music for openings, like car openings. He does holographic. So he did this dance, and so I put my arms up like the V, and my logo is the lotus flower with the heart in it, which makes the V for victory, the last angle, the last leg. And I used the music of Atomic, Blondie, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. This is Layla in Star Wars, and this is Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. This is the Queen Bee with the three bears. We're going to see the Queen making her bowls. The bowl is the owl. You take the bee out and you become an owl. Right, so 1968, 1986, or is it, it's 18, no, 18, my great-great-grandmother was, died in 1989 or 6, however, it makes that 1968. So, in 1869, Plunker student, so that's 1869 as well. You can mix that up. And 96, 69 is the head or the bottom of Cancer Capricorn, where we're going to bring up Kali now, which is that, you know, we're meant to be falling on the solstice now with Capricorn. So they're killing Capricorn, Kill Bill. So discovery of free electrons outside matter, a round glass vacuum tube with a glowing circular beam inside a beam of electrons, deflected in a circle by a magnetic field while studying electroconductivity in rarefied gases in 1859, 1968. No, that's 1859. The German physicist Julius Plucker observed that the phosphorescent light, which was caused by radiation emitted from the cathode, appeared at the tube wall, corn wall, near the cathodes, the catars, and the region of the phosphorescent, Lucifer, phosphorus, light could be moved by application of a magnetic field. In 1869, his student found that a solid body placed in between the cathode and the phosphorants would cast a shadow upon the phosphorant region of the tube. Hitov inferred that there are straight rays emitted from the cathode and that the phosphorance was caused by the rays striking the tube walls. In 1876, the German Okay, you finish that. I'll show you the pictures. Right, so every atom contains negatively charged particles called electrons and positively charged particles called protons. Each electron has a mass of 911 times 10. And each proton has a mass of 1/3. How many times as heavy is a proton than an electron? This is apparently the answer. 1.8 times 10. So staging a mock trial, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Here you've got the Queen making the bowls, the owl. You want to stay 2 lost souls in a fish bowl year after year, or you find your 5th. So the day, nuclear, proton, electron, neutron, which is simply liquid solid gas, which is simply salt, sulfur, and mercury. So here we've got the bear, Paddington Bear, Polaris, the bear, and this is the Tin Man. This is what happens if you don't make the 5th wave, you become a robot. And I don't mean to sound scary, darlings. All it takes is mind over matter. If you can just keep your head. I keep trying to look for this song. There's a guy who sings, if you can keep it cool when all's, and it goes da na 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 na. Yeah, it's a kind of a blues song, and I can't find the name. So here's Atomic, Blondie, that I used in my Vicky Vibe dance, which is weird. I had an out-of-body experience dancing to that music when I was 16 before I got married off at 17. I was discovering my opposite side, Pisces. So Picnic at Hanging Rock, the Victorian Girls, the 4 Legs, the 4 Needles, Blondie, Atomic. This is what the clip at the end of that dance, me doing the V for Victory, this Russian guy clipped it like that. And that was my logo. And the beginning of the video is that pumping like a heart. You know, I didn't know. I called myself Vicky Vibes. Nathaniel Cotton, who had the first mental asylum and all his sons began the East Indian Company, they knew that we were in the 12th leg, which is Pisces, which is the unconscious collective, which is you've got to go crazy to find. If you don't get lost in the fog, in the steam engine, you can't. You've got to jump into the deep end. You've got to risk losing it so you can find yourself again. And there's the 2 L's, 77, 11th of June. So that's 11th of June is 2L 111, and you've got to find the 1L to get up Jacob's ladder and to have mind over matter. So RH negative, copper, iron. We're only a very small amount, the 144,000 that make it through. And it's not about being RH negative, it's about the consciousness of still being able to merge Mars and Venus, copper and iron. You know, you're going to be in balance. It's the gap, it's the CraKin. And that's why the Isle of Wight has this CraKin. It has that little gap. Paler shade of white, white on white, black on black. Black is black, I want my baby back. Yeah. So, there she is again, Mary. Look at her funny eye, I don't know why, but this is a boy, no. I have great love for her. She was called the Madonna, she was very loved. She was the Cinderella. She was very loved in India, and Henry Cotton wrote a book, Memories of India, where he was apparently trying to help the Indian people. He wanted to stop what the English were doing, apparently, but sometimes the goodies aren't goodies. Salaman. This is bin Salman of of Saudi Arabia. This is what you need to purge to get through the fire. It's alchemical. And the sound this makes is actually one of my most favourite sounds, when I was married and I lived in the Abbaye de Morienval, I lived in Mary in the Valley, 7th century, oldest church. We used to have salaman, and I didn't know what that sound was. They go beep, beep. They make this little beep noise. Well, it's like the, oh my God, it's the beep beep in the radio signal of Popov in the World War I when they spoke through Morse code. The Morris dancers, Morse code, beep beep, and that's incredible. Incredible. There it is, the radio wave of Popov. This is your antenna. Remember that Teletubby or that horrible telly thing? Oh my God, that's it. And there's the umbrella opening and shutting. You're going to pop in Mary Poppins. And this is 321, the equinox. Gap begins 2020. And this is my village, the 5-pointed star. And we've got the 2 greens on each side. So the magician's nephew. You need the 2-3 rings to get through the gateway, to get from one world to another. It's where I live. And Lupiac, this is D'Artagnan, the last leg, the last musketeer, or Cupid and Valentine, Romulus and Remus, to put the dart in the heart, D'Artagnan, dart in Aignan, D'Artagnan. Aignan comes from the word egg. In English, AIG, as this is spelt, is pronounced egg. AIG, you say egg. In French, we say Aignan. It's the egg, it's Venus. Okay, no more pictures there, right. So we're going to go through the post. So then I did this other post after I saw the video of Needle of Armageddon N. Maleficent, before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, throat, voice chakra is 16, is 7, last leg, 4 times 4 is 16. She will prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel, the needle, and fall into a sleep like death, a sleep from which she will never awaken. You need L, so the 77LL. We pass through her eye, the wheels within wheels of Ezekiel. Either she becomes the pass, the little prince, the pass, the nail cutters. As you in this, I'll show you the video. We'll see it. We pass through her. The wheels within wheels of Ezekiel is 4 times 4-wheel drive. Romulus Remus is R18. R18 is 36. 360 wheel or 39. 39 people were frozen by Momo the Irishman. Paddy at Victoria Station. Paddington. Wheel is 9. She will prick. Memory wipeout with the need L. And you will remain under the wisdom. Sun and moon open. We go through the diaphragm. We pass the eye of the needle, or you are frozen in time with the VASH vaccine. Vaccine comes from VASH, Taurus field. The VASH Kiri. The storm has begun today. Black moon on Altair, the rotating falcon, 4 times 4-wheel drive. You need your island above the horizon to stay upright and surf. Good luck. See you on the other side. That was the 13th of January. So the pictures. Sweet princess, if through this wicked witches, so WW, Milky Way, MM, Wombles of Wimbledon, can you womble? The wind in the willows, wild is the wind. Trick, a spindle should your finger prick, a ray of hope there still may be in this the gift I give to thee. So Lot's wife, the spider, the wheel, the prick, the needle, they tell us. The L eats, the NeLLy eats, so the L, the last leg, eats the lie, or you're eaten by the elite. It's just a game, gang. So you can read that. Le Monde 21. 777, the retrograde of Mercury in Capricorn with the full moon opposite. I showed you in the video with Lars, you saw the picture. Wheels within wheels, and behold one wheel upon the earth. It's the atom by the living creatures, and her appearance and their work was as if were a wheel in the middle of a wheel, and for their rings they were so. This is Lord of the Rings, Saturn. You make it back up to the head, or you live Lord of the Flies on the islands. Sorry to keep making I am just trying to surf on Top Gun. They were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four. When those went, these went, and when those stood, these stood. And when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over against them, for the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. So the beast, the bear, these are the mutable gaps, and this is the spin, the right, left, 4 legs. This is the vaccine, the vache, kiri, and the mouth, the crocodile. We're going through the gap. You know the wheel, the umbrellas of Lars, 777. This is the 2 angles. The 1-1 is 7-7, makes 777. Or you're closed in, 1, 2, 3, 4, into the 8. You're closed in under the empire still. Okay, next little post. You're going to see, I'm going to finish with the pictures of the Isle of Wight. So that was the famous day. I posted it later. Sunset pics taken on 111. It was a glorious, honest, frozen eve. Those of us in the NeLLy know the calendar is off by 2 months. Sun still in Sagittarius. Well, I've explained that. You can stop and read that. That was me talking to the police, I have to show you. So the 5th Regiment of Helicopters is in the Pyrenees. So it's the 5th Regiment, 5th Wave, Venus. Pyrenees is where the bears are. It's the mountains. It's the peak. You can stand up like the bear. They're my friends now. They're not scared. They're being very, very scary, but I'm not at all afraid. And I have a giggle with them. They know me as Alice au Pays de Merveille, Alice in Wonderland. They did hang up once when I said it, but and they won't tell me their names, so I give them funny names too. Sergeant Zorro, I call him, but very polite and very nice. And this was set up in 1977, of course. Lucifer Rising, 1977, and so it was built from the 4th Brigade, and it became the 5th. And there's a whole load of stuff in there. There's another 1986. So 45 is that degree of the last leg, L angle of the, it's a 9. Okay. So we want Petronel and Papillon. So here is Cornwall Seaside Resort to host G7 Summit of World Leaders. Carbis Bay is CB is 32, the age of Jake 32, Jake the peg in the leg. We saw that Cornwall is the last leg, but is it the pass? You see, it's not really a leg. It's the claws of Scorpio. Sorry, not Scorpio, Cancer coming up as Cali. So that you, the public, kill Scorpio, kill Bill, the snake, the Solstice, the backbone, and you fall under the energy of the Jolly Green Giant. There's Punky Wonky. So this is a post I did that Laurie posted, shared. Feeling a shift in your upper chakras, only that's from Laurie. So I wrote CAPELLA, Barbarella. Barbers, they kill the last L, the last angle through the gateway is your throat, 16th frequency chakra. Capella star rules the 7th vertebrae from the top of the spine, 7th cervical in the human body. The throat chakra is 17, act of the 4-wheel. Okay, you can read that, you know that. Read that. So remember, against the wheel, guess what? It's room 11, June the 11th. you walk in the opposite direction. You go see that clip of Against the Wheel, Room 11, Midnight Express. I've covered that a lot. So time is running out. Go against the flow, wolf. Tick-tock, lost track of time. Get off the wheel. Three little pigs, the wolf. Flow will blow. Blow is bowl. You can be low, or you can get the B and you can blow. And if your foundation's not made of brick, you shall blow away as a feather on the Windsor BJ blowjob. You've got to have the heart and the feather. Hold on to your coconuts. This is going to be no ordinary blowjob. 4x four-wheel drive is for those who know how to blow, wobble, same thing, BOWL. Wombles, wobbles of Wimbledon, WWMM, Wild is the Wind. Mickey Mouse, Milky Way, blowjob is here. Those caught in the Netflix are stuck in the fish bowl year after year. So sorry. Two Lost Souls, Be the Owl, 360-degree vision, and blow your voice, tick-tock, time is running out to speak up, go against the flow, wolf. Okay, so here we've got BJ, Brad and Janet, Boaz and Jacqueline, Ben and Jerry, James Bondage, and they are still in nappies. So, and that was a post I'd done the year before, Agenda 21, Agenda, no more gender. Okay, so that was also a post from the year before. There she is, killing the fish, the beast, the age of Pisces, Barber Ella. So you guys are going to kill the very Loch Ness monster, which is your unconscious collective. I'm not talking about the people who follow me here. Those who don't get what we're trying to explain. Aldous Huxley, there's the egg, broken. This is the red door on 3-3. The gap ends, this 144 goes to August, the dates that I showed you of Lars, but I think the red door crossing is 3-3, you know, the Deadly Valentine coming up, Cupid and Valentine. Okay, this is not the end of the world, it is the end of the illusion. So, this is Lars. This is just I don't see the newspapers anymore because the cafe is shut, but I still go have my coffee every day, and I just ask to see the newspapers because I don't have it for me as we're not allowed in the bars. So here's the 14 pieces of Osiris, 14 fire brigade guys, look at that, all in their nappies. So they say 41, and they say pompe funèbre in French is funeral director, so pompier is the funeral directors. 41, 14 pieces of Osiris, split, never to put your egg Humpty together again, because you need L7 to get through 13. Women, there were 13 women, this is what it was written. And there were 43 centres because 4-3 is 7, the last leg. They tell you, we're in a big game. This was the year before a post about Billabong. CAPELLA is the kangaroo. That's where the fires were. Didgeridoo. Ralph Harris. Harris is the name of the new MP coming through that I haven't heard about. Lars was telling me Harris is the son of Harry, Ra, Mars. Okay, this is something I wrote. You can read that because I'm not going to stop. So that's my video, Manda Fatima. Go and watch it. This is something I wrote, which is nice. Yup, seek detachment. You see there's Aquarius blowing with the water. If you can blow, you can make a passage like Moses. You can open the Red Sea. And so seek detachment without desire. Repent, repaint. Be ready to lose everything, including your mind. Because if you don't, how will you ever know to look? You have to break to mend. You blow the murky waters of the abyss apart with your air, voice, vision, intention, consciousness, and no ledge, breath. And the waters of the abyss shall pass because the scum has risen to be parted from. And guys wearing masks, you're swallowing your very own scum. You're losing your oxygen. You're meant to breathe out to get rid of the scum. This is the tempest, the wind in the willows, wild as the wind, MWM, the Milky Way kid, buffalo, Bill will, blow the bowl, be the owl, surf, navigate, have a voice. So that is also Cornwall. You can see the beast, that his claws are also the two horns. Okay, it's going to make me wait an hour to see this. So you see, that is, if you put him, this is the beast. That man, that with his horns. Okay, we move away. So, oh look, it's right, we've got the Isle of Man here, which is the raven and the falcon flag that I showed you with the 3 legs. The 3 legs, and there's the 4th. So they're showing you, you know, this is either the 4th leg or you're eaten, you stay below. And then we've got Isle of Wight here, which makes the triangle. Wow. And this is over Morocco as well. Let me see if they let me go in. So that leg is going to be right above Morocco, the 5th 5-pointed star. The 5-pointed star. Here we go. You let me see Morocco. So this is Morocco here, right here. They're going to let me see. Ah, Morocco's underneath here, Morocco. 5-pointed star. And I live here. I live here. Oh, sorry, I live here. So that goes under the, this is the Isle of Wight. This is the true Solstice. And it goes up to Edinburgh. So this is kind of the last leg. I wonder what colour flag Portugal is again. Spain is red and yellow. Okay, let's go back. So, can I really? BGs, the bill must be B13 paid to open the gate. 5th radio unison, sea of smiling faces, not what we see anymore. Okay, this is a NeLLy. I don't know what film that is. Is that NeLLy? So here is La Pasa on nail clipper 1969. So this is Cancer 69, 96. You need to get to the head. And this is the old-fashioned man. It's by Jean-Claude Carrière. So what did I write? Pince à ongle. 69 is Cancer, the Solstice, MC, IC, Micro, Macro, Underworld, 69, and those of us who leave the old world, 96, Split, Cali, Cancer. Capricorn, Ice, Ice Cream. Pass is the claws of Cancer, destruction, the opening of the Milky Way, and now it shuts in Taurus, Scorpio. Pass again. So when it opened on Alpha Omega, we had the original Solstice, Cancer, Capricorn. And now it's going to close with the Milky Way on Aries, Taurus, Mars and Venus. So the little prince, the little pass, so we've just got the R of the Romulus and Remus on the floor. We've had 2 splits. Round at the end, open represents the mutable skull. Yes, so they show us at the end the open nail clippers, which makes the skull and bone. Scissor sisters, barbers, cross, barbella, cross opening and closing the split, and also the end of the old France. I lived in that old world. Hotel California, he's in a hotel. Hotels represent 12th door Pisces. Institutions, hospitals, hotels. Pisces, a whole old era disappeared already. The gitans, the gypsies, a packet of gitan cigarettes, blue and white, the St. Andrew's cross, skull and bone cross. I remember when everyone smoked these cigarettes. Gitan Gypsy Kings or Gypsy Cobras. Explains exactly what's happening now. The JL Cut, Jean-Claude Carrière, JC, and his wife, Marie-Claude MC. So J is an I, so the bottom and the top of the Solstice, or JL Cuts, represents the solstice. When you know alchemy, all films, media, culture can be translated. The split is here. Thanks, N. Okay, so so this is them telling us the polar vortex is coming and raising the odds for intense winter. Yep, the Polaris, the vortex. We're going through the Narnia cold vortex. We are in the gap. Luckily, we know how to move in and out because many will get frozen. Sun enters Capricorn, Ice Queen, Ice Queen from the 20th. Saturn at home in Capricorn, Jupiter and fall in Capricorn, and Mr. Tumnus, Mercury, Pan, retrograde from the 30th, the 1st, for 3 weeks. Then Venus, the Ice Queen, enters too. Half High Cardinal, freezing cold, boa constrictor, Monty Python, Loch Ness Monster, the CraKin, all square Uranus, Mars in High Cardinal Fire, Deadly Valentine, Acca, Lupercalia. Then 26-2, Mars enters Taurus. It's not actually 26-2, we saw the other day, it's 2-2-2. Mars enters Taurus, Buffalo Bill, 3-3 Mars, MJJ, Mercury, Jupiter, all that jazz in Marciac, full wheel drive, blah blah, you can read that. So this is that's Blondie, Heart of Glass, so the Louvre. The Louvre is a door or window with narrow, flat, sloping. This is the she-wolf. Sloping pieces of wood. Goldilocks. There was a little girl when she was good. She was very, very good when she was bad. She was horrid. Back to black. We're doing that shift. So the black Virgo. And you've got the two sides, the nice side and the bad side. So this is the opening and shutting of Pandora's box. So Lover, Cupid and Valentine, Louvre is the female wolf that feeds Romulus and Remus. And she's at the top, she's the Polaris, the bear becomes a beast. Leo and Cancer is that original cut. So the slates may be made of wood, plastic or metal, and the angle of inclination of the slates may be adjustable simultaneously to allow more or less light or air into the enclosure. So you can open and shut this glass gateway of your throat voice to your head to air. Okay, so this is dates of Lars. To be able to get their elites, old holidays, the watchers, shepherds, astrologers, the knowers of the legends, legends, myths, and knowledge of the heavens, had to create the fake black calendar system for the slaves or the Gentiles. A phase in the Bible says they have now become like us, but they must not become acquainted with the knowledge and wisdom of the alchemical heaven, and that they are now gods themselves. The red calendar shows the elites as they consider themselves living humans on earth, and the black is for the slaves, Gentiles. To all the festivals that are held are from the ancient Talmudic, Noahide, Phoenician Babylon. And if the Gentiles are to rise, it has to tap into the alchemical knowledge that heaven tells mankind. This means as well that 5 out of 6 are a fake zodiac sign, and that we live in a fake energy of Aries in this age. Thou shalt not have any other God but me. He rewards and punishes. Cancer rewards and punishes. She is the mother that rewards and punishes. Capricorn does not reward and punish. She does. She shows by example. She's either Ruth or ruthless. Go and look up what Ruth means. Go and watch Lavette's video, Ruth. So all this shows you The spring equinox, this is as the S, and you see the winter, you see the spring, you see the summer, and you see the fall. And that makes an S on the wheel. So we've got the spring equinox, we've got March or May. So either May the 4th of May be with you is actually the spring equinox of March. And that's going to be this 322. Okay. So I don't have all my posts here that I've been doing, but I'm going to show you, I think that's enough, I'm going to show you the pictures of the Isle of Wight. So that took about an hour to open. I thought I'd let the screen show my ridiculous amount of pictures just so we can see cool things. So here's set 7 in French. 9/11 is 7/11 on the correct constellations. This is set, and you either find that last leg or you get devoured. So I'm looking for N. Here's the Scissor Sisters. Here's Barber. Here is Lot's wife. If you can't weave, you can't become Inanna again. Right, so let's find N. Yeah, it's a real disgrace. One day when I get all my life organized, I'm going to have a full-time somebody who helps me organize all my my computer. Okay. N, LMN. HIJK, LMN. HIJK, LM, LMN, LMN. So N needs NE. NE, I should have a whole load of needle pictures that I've put. So why aren't they there? I'm in charts. Yeah, I got to go to, yep, okay, I get it. Sorry to take you through this with me. We need to go to this tour. So, and here I'm going to look for needle. Needle. A. Yes, so they double up and triple up when I don't want them to. And I do have a lot of pictures. Okay, so N. N. 14 pieces on the arc. AleF TaV. It's going to close in. There's not all those in my pictures. Okay, N, HIJ, KLMN, HIJK, 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 there's the leg in Italy, HIJK, L, right. So I had all that. So HIJK, LMN. So those are the pictures I've showed you in the last. LMN. So this is the where we're passing 7th chakra through the vagus nerve, Las Vegas. L, V, VV. Oh, we've gone a long way. LMN, LMN. Narnia. We want needle. Here we go. These are the pictures. So if I click on this, I should be able to take you through. These will come from Lovely Lucy. And I just had a quick peek today. I don't have time to do research. I have to put stuff together in very quickly. Okay, I'll pause. Of white, you need L, you need the L. So westernmost point on the Coast Guard cottages, the needles from Isaac Taylor's 1-inch map of Hampshire, Hurricanes, Hampshire, published in showing Lot's wife, the needle-shaped pillar that collapsed in a storm in 1764. So Biarritz is the 64th department and 7 and 1 is 8, the gates. The needle's pointed shape is a result of their unusual geology. The strata have been so heavily folded during the Alpine orogeny that the chalk is near vertical. The chalk outcrop runs through the centre of the island from the Culver Cliff 3-3 in the east to the Needles in the west. So that's the Solstice line closing now on AleF TaV when we find the correct dates. The equinox and the solstice merge. So look at that, Lot's wife. Let's go through the pictures. The title is a pun based in Los Bravos 1966, so again 96, 69. The Solstice, Cancer, Capricorn, the Chakra system, hit single Black is Black, covered by Johnny Halliday, so Hal, Johnny Allumez le Feu in France when he died in 2017. The fires began. Noir c'est Noir. Sandy Shaw singles White is White, 1970, Last Leg, the L. From Black to White, Virgo, Pisces, Last Leg spin. So there they are, the needles. There is a massive range of cheap palette to explore. Come have it. Okay, the needle is a row of 3 stacks of chalk that rise about 30 meters out of the sea. 1, 2, 3, and then there was the last one that fell. Considered one of the wonders of southern England, the needles are a row of 3 distinctive chalks. So we've got the 3 Marys, and they're spreading them out. Jerusalem, the one in Biarritz, and there must be others around the world, but these are the 3 on the Isle of Wight, which is the CraKin, to make it through on the correct solstice. We're standing up straight. We're not going over to the left, Morocco and Cornwall. We're not going over to the right, Paris. We're in the middle. We're in the mid-L. So the missing rock was needle-shaped and named Lot's wife after the Bible story involving pillars of salt. Its collapse during a ferocious storm was apparently felt as far away as Portsmouth, leaving only 3 pillars. You've got to get through the last gap. So the lighthouse, again, Narnia, you've got to light your lamp, your thalamus. This is the CraKin, the needle. This is the vagina. This is the pass, the nail clippers, the claws. You've got to get through her. So the oldest records that give a name for the Isle of Wight are from the Roman Empire. It was then called Vecitus or Vecata. So the Vesica Pisces, to get through her, and recorded in Domesday Book, it is Wit. The modern Welsh name is Yints Wit, meaning island. These are all variants from the same name, possibly Celtic in origin, meaning a place of division. So if you remain below the belt, you're divided. So this is incredible. Not sure what that is, but that's the CraKin. St. Helens. So I had that dream before. We were 3 friends. Henrietta, the daughter of the great-great-granddaughter of Juliet Cameron, that brought up my Irish slave Mary Ryan, and I've only found out in the past few years that we are related. So we both went to the Isle of Wight before I worked this out, 2017, for the death of one of our friends who was from an old family, Norman family on the Isle of Wight, and she was buried on the day that official astrology had Saturn go into Capricorn in 2017. I haven't moved from here for 4 years, apart from little local movings, because since that time that I went to England and I was with my father that Christmas before he passed away, and I went for the funeral at the same time of this friend that I hadn't seen for 30 years. We were like the three Marys, and she was buried at St. Helens, where the labyrinth is in the Isle of Wight. And I had had a dream of 3 black tarantula spiders, one that walked away to the left and 2 more that went straight up. So thinking of my friend Jemima, because all part of, so she's sent me this triangle that is going from Portsmouth. So is this the Jersey? This is the tip of France. Okay. Lived on the Isle of Wight. Sam Brown. Master Gunner Daniel Cambridge, VC. Juliet Margaret Cameron, photographer, lived in Freshwater Bay. So like a horseshoe, the last horseshoe, the White House. So normally we should go out to sea, to the Atlantic, to NASA, North America, South America, and we finish the Holy Grail, the Age of Europe here. Lewis Carroll, Narnia, C.S. Lewis, L.C., Sandown, okay, Alice in Wonderland, Winston Churchill, Sir Christopher Charles Darwin, okay, Charles Darwin, all Victorian stories. This is everything. His famous story that I love. I love Oliver Twist, and I loved what's it called again? What's it called? I keep thinking of The Unbearable Being of Lightness, which isn't that at all. The one where there's the older girl and the little boy. She's the real bully. She's that bully energy that they want to bring out. I remembered it and forgot it again. Okay, not sure what Lucy's sending me here. Songbirds, based on a COVID pandemic. Okay. Okay. Not sure what those are. Can't open that up bigger. Sure, that's very interesting. This is somebody from my family, from Isle of Wight. So, daughter of Charles Celia, sister of Charles, wife of Benjamin Temple Cotton, married 6th of June, my dad's birthday, D-Day, Isle of Wight, so not sure. Mother of Helen Mary Cotton, so she finished in Cork in Ireland. And I did see a date. Yes, 1861 is again 1968. Or that other date we saw when we were looking at the dates. The Island of Life. In Psychology and Alchemy, Carl Gustav Jung wrote that only in the region of danger, watery abyss, cavern, forest, island, castle, can one find the treasure hard to attain. So we're in Pisces, we're in the abyss, and this is the hardest time to find your head. To attain jewel, virgin, life, potion, victory over death. Islands are one of the most treasured motives both in myth and literature. Jung's quote shows his amazing, intuitive grasp of island significance. It is both beautiful and dangerous. Islands can be incredibly scenic, but their detachment from the mainland, so your head detached from your body, may create a feeling of entrapment. Island, so you've got to merge your head and your body, your V for victory and your V sexual organs, so you can put your arms outright, so you've got the solstice and the equinox, so you can walk the tightrope, so you can keep mind over matter. Island inhabitants define their identity chiefly as islanders, so anyone who's made the fifth wave, we can call ourselves islanders, a paradisic island. That's why Princess Diana was buried with 4 black swans, because it's the underworld. Pisces is 4 white swans. Black swan, white swan. There was a little girl when she was good, she was very, very good. When she was bad, she was horrid. There's the curl. It's the Amy Winehouse, the 2 extremes. They have their own unique cosmos, so that's what it's like when I'm not afraid of the helicopters anymore. They can come and bombard me all day long. Do I look bothered? What did Vicky Pollard say? Am I bothered? No, I'm not. So because they are away from the land and law and regulations, morality may break loose on them. So if you're not connected to your body can get up to desire and greed and fear, all the lower energies. So like Lord of the Flies, where there is death, there must be transformation. Whoever comes to an isolated island does not leave it as the same person. Islands are both safe havens and dangerous areas of upheaval and safe. So all is said. Egypt points. Again, no, that's not the same date. So that's a pretty picture. This is the house of Juliet Cameron, where my great-great-grandmother Mary Ryan was brought up. It's the true White House with Rapunzel's tower, like near where I live here. We've got the town d'Armagnac, which is just like that, a tower. And then the White House all lit up like the waters of the abyss. And everyone's going to kill Washington, D.C. The government will fall. You're going to be given your hero. You're killing Bill. You're killing Bill Gates. You're killing Capricorn. And they're keeping you stuck in Cali and giving you peg in the leg, the green fake Agenda 21. Okay, wow, I never thought I was going to get through all that. And today, I'll just pause and see if I can remember stuff I've forgotten. Take you through the last video of Armageddon Consciousness, and you must go and watch his video NeLLy as well, because we're all synchronizing and we're talking about things in different ways. NeLLy does the most incredible art. I mean, I prefer his films to any films on telly, with the most incredible music, and he inspires you to know without any words, which is the highest level of shamanistic guru, is to show us what we've forgotten just through images. So I'm going to get rid of the sounds. Bear with me. Bear care. So just some of the images of his video will jog me into remembering things that I saw. Hi NeLLy. Okay, man with a mission. Yes, I actually took a photograph of this. So here's the bear. Ursula obesa. Corona borealis is the top of the snake. You've got Draco. We've got the Joker. Here's Deneb. Sinus. This is the upside down cross. It's been crucified upside down. And these are, in fact, the two dragons as well. Here's Draco, and I live in the middle of these two dragons. So they're either your green ring gateways or the big bears come up. Tiger, burning bright. Okay, the date was 1969. Again, there's that, and there's the split, the two, keeping you on those two pillars. Apollo, Dionysus. He's got his Apollo t-shirt. It's POPOV coming. And there's just so many bears. You know, are they going to bring in the UFOs? Mercury's got his retrogrades. People are going to be really afraid, really constricted. All the planets are going to be in Capricorn. So we've got the good Lars. I still haven't seen Groundhog Hog. I always call it Groundhog Hog. Remember? Wow. So if you understand NeLLy, you realize that he's telling you, you know, there's the split and we're going through. And we've got, there's the bear. You want to stay, they've got the bear So the bear is on the upside down cross. You're being crucified. Leo is now the head. Is now the head for the Solstice, that Cancer Capricorn, because we're going on. It's now the feet. We're going on to the head. Aquarius Capricorn opposite the bear Leo. Solstice. Well, this video is for you, and thanks so much for all your work. And Lars and I will be doing our video on Thursday. This was just catching up, and this will help you when Lars and I go through the video. Okay, I love you very much, my darlings. Thank you for you. And thank you, Lavette, for bringing us all together and helping us to make our own puzzles. And thank you, Neil, and thank you all the elite, for telling us, because we just have to put the puzzle back together again and we're in a game. Okay, bye, my darlings.